Yeah, you're gonna see you.
Yeah.
And they hear you.
Awesome. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the Carmela Show, the aftermath of being cured by cannabis. So exciting. I literally, we did a Cannabis Corner this morning with Al and me. Very fun. Our episode 3, sponsored by Dirty Darts. And then I had to work afterwards, and then I got home and I just worked a short shift. Got home and I was like laying on the couch with him, and we were smoking the rest of the little ends of those roaches. And all of a sudden I was like, why aren't I doing a show today? Like, today's my Cure by Cannabis day, my 420 Saturdays. I was like, wow, I didn't even like do a pre-post or plan this. So anyway, so I decided, I was like, 3:30, I could do this, get ready. Anyway, so I wanted to finish off my talk about the disability papers I was filling out and writing for that essay before in Ontario. And so I just have a bit more to go of that anyway. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to come on and finish that with you guys. Doesn't matter how long it takes. It may not even take a full hour, but we'll see how we go. What's that? Yeah, well, I talk too much. It's fine. It's my show. It's the Carmela Show. Welcome back. So anyways, welcome back. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to take this off because I'm dying. But this is one of my triangle tops from Moochie Threads. This is one of my beautiful black satiny ones. Hang that deer with my tiger. Yeah. But yeah. Oops. Oh no. Knocked the glasses off over there. But yeah, very cute. And you can tie it in the front or like untie it and just have it down. But yeah, the back is just kind of cinched. But oh, I had it all perfectly done. Now I got it. And then yeah, you just kind of tuck it in the back, and it just creates this like cute little tuck. Anyways, super cute, and it's good when you lean forward and like go like that. Your titties don't fall out, so it's quite a neat design. Actually, I call it my triangle top because when you like hold it up, it looks like a triangle. So it's like my rectangle tops. When you hold them up, they look like a rectangle. So you know, a lot of things are when you're holding your arms up. I don't know why, but you know, because you're like, oh, look at me. So pretty. Anyway, so Moochie Threads, if you want any custom design, color, specific fabric, or whatever like that, of a triangle top, let me know, and I can do that for you. Very exciting. I don't know if you watched so earlier, but I have in the background here the outfit I wore, part of it on the episode 2 of our Cannabis Corner, and then I was going to wear the pants for the episode 3, and then one thing led to another, and we postponed the second episode, or the third episode until this morning, and I was going to wear the pants and have them done, but then over the week that I was going to be editing and all that, my back and neck like literally tweaked and like twitched out, and I couldn't move for a couple days, so it kind of set me back. Anyway, so all good. You'll see the pants one day when they're done here soon, so anyways, that'll be fun. I always like to do my alsstrainotheday. He was even like, do you want me to actually do that, or just because we already did the Cannabis Corner this morning, you know, just skip over that? I was like, what? Like, anyone I do? Like, anyway, so this one that we got really cute. It was really funny because I was like, oh, it's like my stripper name, but it's called the Drip Station. San Note. But anyway, so yeah, he rolled me this beautiful, amazing TV. So my alsstrainotheday is called Drip Station. Just gonna go into his little write-ups he sends me from Leafly. Thank you very much, Leafly. Alrighty, let's see here.
Read the text that I sent with that.
My little puddle monster. Thanks, Davey. I love you. Yeah, so many puddles. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then he saved my life like a magical Prince Charming. Like, oh my god. I was like, we were coming to the door because we always like pop up for a quick smoke beforehand the show, and then he gives me a great big hug, and then I start my show. And so we were coming in, and I took my shoes off, and then I took a step, and I stepped into another shoe, and like literally fell forward. And he like magically just like caught me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's so romantic. So anyway. Still so Twitter made it after 5 years. Actually, we were going to say that it's our 5-year anniversary we just had like a couple days ago on the 28th. And so I was like, that's so neat because our 5-year anniversary was on the 28th. 5 days later is my 2-year anniversary on December 3rd of my show. And so that's why I'll be coming on Tuesday at 4:20 to do a anniversary show for my Cured by Cannabis. And so exciting. And I'll be going over all the like, just all the shows that I've done and like from beginning to now and like where I've come and like where I've been and how far I've come and everything, and just going over different things about different shows that I talk about, and even like the Be Your Own Doctor ones and stuff. So I might just kind of peek through and just talk about different ones and kind of commentate maybe or something like that. Anyways, so we've got Drip Station. It's a super beautiful looking bud, very green and leafy looking, that light green that he likes. Actually, it's like a snowy light green. We've got feelings of euphoric, relaxed, happy, dry mouth. Negatives are dry mouth, dizzy, headache, helps with anxiety, depression, and lack of appetite. And it's like a hell of a lot more calming than it is energizing. I just want to pull through that before I see the strain flavors, because we learned that this morning of like, not too fast to read the next part. So one sec. I just want to guess the terpenes a little bit. I don't know. I don't know, like a papaya or something? Diesel skunk nutty. Okay. Not even close. Yeah. Nutty, I don't... Taste the diesel-y, I guess. I don't really taste the skunk. Maybe a hint of nut, but like a specific nut, like Brazil nut or something really different. Okay, and then so yeah, we've got those ones. So Drip Station strain helps with 25% of people said it helps with their anxiety, 16% of people said it helps with their depression, 16% of people said it helps with lack of appetite. 16. And was there any other write-ups? That was it. Okay, just this three. Awesome. Okay, thanks, baby. We light up. Happy 420 to you all. Because, yeah, it's weird. It's like dark almost already, so it doesn't really feel like 420. At like 5 o'clock, we're like, is it 8:30? Like, it's so dark out. Or is it ready for bedtime? Yeah, that looks really pretty. Okay. I'm just going to pre-lick it a little bit because it's just me, and things happen when, it's just me. Spit on it. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Alrighty. So, we've got my Thankful for Cannabis and Fuck BiG PharMa part 6. Hopefully this is the end of it all. Oh my goodness. And this is my episode 48. It's really exciting. So I wanted to make it to episode 50 for my 2-year anniversary, but I'm not quite there. So I was like, that's okay. But if you count all the other shows that I don't put talk numbers on, like the Cannabis Corner ones or the 420 and Friends and stuff, then I'm definitely at 50. So we're there. Alrighty. So I'll try and jump back into this best I can. I was talking about how I'm unable to enjoy or maintain interest in my hobbies like socializing, working out, jogging, cycling, horseback riding, dancing, poi, and even short walks or playing piano and guitar. And this was because of all the disabilities I was going through, like fibromyalgia, endometriosis stage 4, and then TMJ, and depression and anxiety, and osteoarthritis in my hip, and just and then there's a motorcycle accident I went through, and talk about a bunch of hip and wrist and shoulder and neck and everything, just so much going on. So if you missed any of that, basically I had 5 disabilities. Trying to get on disability, I wrote up a bunch of essay papers, and there's about 10 pages, so we're on the last 2 of those pages. So Even knitting for a bit hurts my fibro pains a lot and my hip pains from sitting too still for even a short time. I need to continuously move and shift my body weight, making it impossible to sit and do anything for any amount of time. If I even try to do something enjoyable like potting a few small plants in my house while consciously being careful and taking breaks, I still end up more sore and achy for up to 3 days after from overdoing it. This is very upsetting and depressing for me. Bending, crouching, twisting, lifting, washing, scooping, etc. all hurts my body during and more so afterwards. Photography is one of my favorite hobbies, yet I cannot hold my DSLR camera up for even a few shots anymore without extreme pain shooting through my arm, wrist, and shoulder, as it is just too heavy for me now. I cannot even look up and enjoy the stars for long at all because my neck hurts too much. All these simple things have become so difficult and painful, if not impossible, for me to do now. That my depression is worse. Did I say that right? Yeah. It's impossible for me to do now that my depression is worsened. These thoughts that let's like cut off a little bit, sorry. So these thoughts that go through my head can become detrimental to my health, and I therefore need to nip them in the butt right away. I am now taking anti-anxiety pills prescribed by my doctor to prevent panic attacks when I start seeing the triggers or flags. By the way, I looked that up, the anti-anxiety medication, and it was basically like a nowadays AstraZeneca or something it was saying. So anyways, I don't know if that's true, but it was called something like tivapropanol or something. But I did look it up a little bit and found like the closest thing to that back then, I guess, it would be AstraZeneca now. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but anyways, I can do a bit more research on it. But yeah, because an AstraZeneca sounds like a brand almost. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll do more research. Okay, where am I here? Okay, triggers or flags. Okay. Okay, so my anxiety can tense up my muscles so badly that I get severe spasms for 2 to 3 weeks in either my neck, shoulders, back, or lower back, or even all simultaneously. I am now taking a muscle relaxant for this pain called baclofen. All of this adds to my depression and anxiety, making me more mentally unstable to do anything at all. To get through a normal day in my life now, I am very dependent on the help of others for most basic living necessities from those willing to help me. Unfortunately, in the distant and recent past, I have lost many friends, family, and roommates due to my health issues and them not wanting to be involved anymore or be around me because my health is too complicated. And they gave up on me completely, not wanting to experience watching me go through this and watch pain rule my life. Watch pain rule my life, period, I guess. I have completely lost interest in sex because I don't want to go through the pain anymore, as it is not pleasurable for me, but rather a scary, stressful, and painful experience for me each time. Now it is. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is so loud. I'm pretty sure the neighbors have heard it. I'm just going to pause and relight there. And just...
So good the neighbors have a cigarette when we're done.
It's so good the neighbors have a cigarette when we're done. The fish have a cigarette when we're done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny when we first met, like we would like fuck like bunny rabbits. But anyways, the fish tank was like right next to the bed of like where this one place I lived at. And so the fish like watched all the time, I guess. And they were literally like, we would watch them and they'd be like going at it. We're like, what? Like, I've never seen like fish fuck like so much, like crazy. It was just unbelievable. And then all of a sudden I was like, is it because they're watching us? Like, and then they're just doing like what we're doing. Like, because these two, like the one little guy with like, I had these little balloon body mollies, and it was really cute. If I find a picture, I can pop one up. But they're like, the little guy was like orange, like the color of like my lighter. He was like orange with little dots on him. And then the girl was like black with these little white spots, and it looked like she had a little polka dot skirt on, and like it was so cute and flary, her little tail. So she would like swim around all like, and he would like go up behind her, like almost like up her skirt, and be like, and just chase her around all day, and she'd be like, it was so adorable. But yeah, these two, man, they would just go at it like crazy. And then there was the next set of fish, they would go at it like crazy. We're like, it's definitely because of that. We make other people fuck like crazy. We're like, go fuck about it. You have a problem? Fuck about it. Anyways, I did put 18 plus on this show, so don't worry about that, baby. If you're wondering, like, how was she saying? I did set an audience setting on this one. I didn't know what I was going to say. You never know, right? But yeah, sometimes kiddos in the background, but she's at her grandma's, so that's good. If I can say what I want to say. Yeah, been awesome. And oh, I'm so distracted in Twitter period now. I'm just thinking about getting laid and like, what am I talking about again? So, oh yeah, basically about that is like, so I'll say a little bit. So basically, when I used to feel the way I used to feel here and going through just so much misery before I was magically cured by cannabis, thanks to Bill, I literally hated sex. I was in so much pain all the time. It was so terrifying all the time. And I couldn't do it. I was gonna say something about that, and then I kind of lost my train of thought again. But anyways, it literally felt like it was like tearing me apart, or like things were moving inside me that were not supposed to be like moving around inside me, or you know, even like he could be so small and like, and it was still just freaking hurt, and it was just terrifying. But now, oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. So when I was going through all that pain and misery, I used to watch a bit of porn. Like, I don't watch porn anymore. But anyways, like, I don't need to. It's like, us in the mirror is the best porn ever. Like, wow. But anyway, so I used to watch porn, and even just, like, not even hardcore, but, like, minor stuff. And I was like, how the hell is he doing that to her? Like, what? How is she not, like, what? Oh, my God. Like, if you did that to me, like, like, I would just... Oh my goodness, like, so it would like freak me out watching that, because I was like, I could never handle that. Even like fingering, like just like crazy. I couldn't even imagine that being done to me, because I was in so much pain down there from like head to toe, and then especially down there. But now, like, oh my gosh, like, I could tell you some stories. Like, I just start my own sex therapy like talk show, because like I could tell you some amazing tricks and tips, and like, wow, like I'm just like, wow, like how is that possible? Like, and then people are like, oh, maybe it's suppressed, maybe your endo didn't really go away. No, it's freaking gone, man. Like, whatever they were calling endo, which I think has a lot to do with lactose, by the way. But anyway, so if you haven't watched any of my other shows and seen that, but I think I'm very right about that. But no, I'm literally blown away, because what Bill's amazing tinctures did for me got me to the point where I can fuck like a porn star now. Like, literally, like, the mattress can be shifted so far forward at the end. Like, it just things, like, I should not be able to be taking a pounding like that. Like, women should, like, how the hell is this physically possible? Like, I've been banged so hard now, like, that I didn't even know that's possible. Like, how the hell is this possible? Like, anyway, sorry, Dad, if you're watching my show. I don't think my dad watched my show, so hopefully not. Anyway, I just glanced at a picture. I have a picture of him by my computer, because he's my dad, and I love my dad. But anyways, sorry, Dad, if you're watching my show. But, you know, I love my sex life now, because, like, before I hated it, and it was miserable, and it was just not a good time for me, and it was very painful. So now it's amazing, and I'm very thankful and very happy. So anyways, we're gonna try and continue on because like I could talk about this forever. I should do a whole I tried to do a whole talk on this, but like it's gotten so much better. I should do another intimacy talk and really talk about intimacy, because the first time my man was like, the first part of your talk 1 and 2 of intimacy was like all about your period. Like you gotta talk about the second one. So the second one was a lot more about it, but I should do a third one maybe one day and just really go into detail on some different so naughty. Oh my gosh. It would be so fun though, because it has flipped my understanding upside down completely 100% of even my own body as a woman and like what we're capable of. And honestly, one of the things I was gonna say in one of my other shows about reclaiming words and stuff is like the word pussy. And when people are like, oh, you're such a pussy, you're such a pussy, honestly, no, like you should be calling it something else, because a pussy is like such a freaking strong thing. Like that's so strong, like that could take like, oh my gosh. Anyways, like yeah, like so that's like the wrong word to use for calling someone a pussy, because they're not. Like, you know, if they're weak, and like call them something else then, because it's like a little twig of corn snapped. Like, you know, you're not a pussy, because a pussy is super strong.
Pussy can take a pounding.
A pussy can take a pounding. A what can?
A pussy can take a pounding and shit out a kid.
And shit out a kid. Well, it's not shitting, but you know, it's pussying out a kid. Anyways, yeah. Alrighty, I just want to turn this on vibrate so that doesn't bug me. Let's relate. Happy 420 again to you all. Thanks for watching the show. Okay. So I completely lost interest in sex. I don't want to go through the pain anymore. Scary. If I do decide to have sex once in a while, I have to be so careful not to disturb my cysts or rattle up my endo pains. Like, rattle up my endo pains? That technically would have meant, back then, had I been told by a doctor, maybe you're lactose intolerant, is like, yeah, don't mess around or like fuck when you need to take a shit or when you haven't taken one in a while and like you're blocked up. If you fuck during that, like, oh my god, you're in so much pain. And I've done that by accident. I'm like, don't worry, I can handle it. Like, I haven't taken a poop, but I can handle it. No, you can't. Like, it shifts things around too much. And then, of course, you're uncomfortable, of course. But that has nothing to do with endometriosis that the stupid doctors were, like, telling me. I'm like, fuck BiG PharMa. Like, you don't have to turn me into a dude and put me on Lupron and all this shit. Like, no. Like, tell me that I need to have a really good poop. Like, all good, man. You can say poop. It's fine. Like, you know. Like, yeah, it's just, it's freaking crazy the shit they put me on because they're saying it's all this other things and all that. No. Know your body and listen to your body and do your own research and be your own doctor, because that's the best doctor that is for you, is yourself, because only you know how you feel and only you can be the best you can be, so you go be the best you can be. And I've got my backup dancers. I'm kidding. My backup voice. My pelvis can barely take the pressure and movements going on. My vagina hurts from the slightest stretching, and it feels as if there were cuts and tears everywhere inside me, being scraped and scratched at. Oh, ow. Oh, that sounds like it feels horrible. And I remember that. So that's why I'm writing now that my sex life is absolutely amazing. And like, oh my god. Because when we met, Al and I, we've been together 5 years now. We just had our anniversary. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. Like, it's just like one time, I just need to get laid. He just needed to get laid. One-time thing. We both had plans. We both had lives. We both, like, had, you know. And then all of a sudden, boom, like, you know. First of all, like, it was one kiss. Like, the first kiss, it was 45 minutes long, and it was the best kiss of our lives. And then, yeah, like, it was like our first date night, and then the first night we were together and everything. And it was just so magical and amazing that we were like, shit, you're pretty fucking cool. Like, oh no. Like, and then we were like, I'm such a stoner. Like, no, you're a stoner. Like, I'm a stoner. And like, we were trying to say that we were more of a stoner than the other person. I was stoner each other. And then found out that we're both super chronic potheads. So we were like, okay. And then, yeah, 5 years later, like, so magical things do happen. And it was a Tinder swipe right. So, yeah, we swiped right. Okay, moving on. talking about sex too much. This is exciting. I didn't know it would go out on talking about sex. That's fun. It's a great time to come in after my Canada corner with Al. Okay. So, if my cervix is bumped or hit in the wrong way, I will scream from the knife-piercing pain. I cannot even masturbate and orgasm on my own without pain from my pelvis, abdomen, lower back, and hip, and need to stop myself before I'm finished because the pains are too excruciating. You know, it's kind of weird that I'm like writing this in my essay for disability. Like, it seems like it's like none of their business, but like, you know, I guess I had to say all this to really prove my point of like, this is how much it's taking over my life. I can't even fucking masturbate. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Good thing I 18 plus this. I literally had no idea what I was going to be reading here, but good freaking thing I 18 plus this. Okay. Sex has become a terrifying experience, and now I can never relax and fully enjoy because I am continuously on guard so I don't get hurt more. My body can usually only handle a few minutes of sex once a month, maybe, and most times that one good day I feel it's maybe possible to try, I get a breakout. Keeping me from having sex the one day I may have been able to go for a few minutes more. Wow. Yeah, that was so upsetting. Yeah, this is so upsetting to me. And I feel like, what's the point? I have no pleasures in life, and I'm still trying to find a reason to go on through all my pains and disabilities. I truly wish I was able to work, make my own money, and have strong OCD, as I have strong OCD urges to do something productive deep down that never really goes away, making me frustrated and disappointed that I cannot do as much as I want, making my depression more severe. That's so crazy because I was saying earlier in the other shows that like I'm literally doing everything I want to do and more, and I'm just like able to like complete things and finish things and work on my own and make my own money and do like, this is crazy. Like, wow, it's literally a mirror of like the opposite of everything I was going through, and I'm going through the complete opposite now of like just joy and happiness and bliss and health, and so good. I have tried so many things and nothing works. Bill's stuff works. So many jobs I still cannot continue to keep one due to my compounding health issues. I wish I could go on with more details and pains as I'm going through, but I need to stop and finish as my hand and wrist and arm are hurting so badly. My anxiety is hurting my chest so badly that I cannot breathe, and my endo cramps are also now escalating more. I cannot write anymore. And then lastly, filling out this form has been very stressful and painful for me, and I truly hope I have explained myself well enough, as I cannot handle it I could not handle it if I needed to reapply. I cannot go through this all again. Just writing this out brought back so many bad memories, and I feel I somewhat relieved some of them, plus the added anxiety and pain relived some of them. I was gonna say it doesn't relieved. As I feel I somewhat relived some of them. That's why it was so hard to bring it all back. Yeah, relived some of them. Plus the added anxiety, pains, and sores on my face, and a new breakout. This was too stressful for me. Wow. So, Bill's stuff worked. Literally changed my life, and I went on his tinctures and was like, okay, like I will do this, because it was either that or my fourth surgery being a full hysterectomy. And I tried his stuff, and lo and behold, within a couple weeks, my mental side just changed and started flipping and like getting better and better. And then everything just started peeling off, and like one thing after another. And like within a couple of months, I was like, I don't think I need Lupron anymore. I don't need painkillers anymore. Like I don't. And then within like up to at least maybe about 6 months, I was literally like, I have no pain. I have no pain. I have no pain. Like, I can't believe this. Like, I think it was even way before that, but even just to be safe, it was like, wow, like cause I lived in pain, like so many ways, so many different things. I just lived in pain, and it was absolutely mind boggling to reread through all that and see, like, I literally am like blown away, because like my whole, like, if you go back and watch the other 40 plus shows I've done and talks about everything that I was saying that I was going through, to find these papers in storage that I found, and I was like, this just reiterates everything I was saying, everything that I've been telling everyone, because to prove how bad it was, that just reiterates my entire story, to show that Bill's stuff freaking works. Because without Bill's stuff, I would not be sitting here today. I would not have a show today. I would not be Cured by Cannabis. I would not, because I've tried other things. Nothing else worked. Like, I was like, no, I've tried everything. I've tried tinctures. I've tried salves. I've tried little pills. I've tried this and that, like of cannabis, like capsules and stuff. I tried everything, but I did not try Bill's stuff yet. And I don't know, it's super magical. Bill is literally a godsend of an angel, like a cannabis angel. Because yeah, what it did for my life and how it flipped my life upside down. And then now, like, I can do my purpose. My purpose is to just be this advocate for cannabis and cannabis education on, like, look at all the benefits of cannabis, instead of like, oh, you're just a pothead because you smoke cannabis. No, like, there are so many millions and millions of benefits to cannabis, and there's loads of things it can do for your health. So get in touch with Bill if you have not, and be sure to, if you didn't watch our show this morning, be sure to check out Dirty Darts, because we get some awesome stuff from there. If you're local to Cranbrook, BC, they're local here, and so support local is very exciting. But yeah, it's just a amazing world when you get into the healing benefits of cannabis. And so Bill's stuff is at Dirty Darts, you can find it there. And yeah, I think I'll end the show there, because I really just wanted to come in, finish that off, and then say to you guys that I will be coming on live for Tuesday, which is December 3rd, and my 2-year anniversary of my Cured by Cannabis show. So it's so exciting. So be sure to tune in for that. And if you guys have any questions or anything, tune in live with me and pop in the chat and ask questions, and anything along my story or my life and what I've been talking about all this time. And if you want to ask anything, ask anything. Like, I'm an open book. So I'm very thankful and happy to tell my story, and just so blessed and blown away still to this day on where I am now. Like, I can't believe this. This is crazy. And then, like, the thing is too, I've said on other shows, I don't keep up with how much I take of this now. I just, like, here and there, and like maybe like I go 2-3 weeks without taking any tinctures now. So it's not like I'm like continuously taking it, and if I stop taking tinctures, my endo's gonna come back. No, like, it literally built my endocannabinoid system back to where it should be, and now I am like healthy as a peach. And like, here and there, when like even my neck going out, I've had that happen before I was Cured by Cannabis, and it would take like 2 weeks minimum to like calm it down, like fully 100%. This one, I was like 3 days, and I was like, I got this, I'm back, like, and so like really, really amazing. And that was through a cannabis edible through Dirty Darts that we got there. It was very exciting, and I think it was a Mama Bear caramels or something, and then there was another brownies thing too. But yeah, very, very cool, like how cannabis through an edible can help something like a severe back pain or a pinched nerve in your neck. Like, that's a crazy pain. But instead of taking a fucked up muscle relaxant from fucking BiG PharMa, no, that's gonna give you side effects. That's gonna fuck with your head. That's gonna do some stupid things. So go, like, get some good edibles that are gonna be proper, and then be in the right setting of like your home, and you can chill and relax in the proper setting with your back in the right place. Because if you take an edible and you're like passed out in the wrong position on a couch, or like on a too high of pillows or whatever, I can actually wake up with like more of a soreness, because it's such a good edible. You sleep really good. But if you sleep in the wrong place, it's obviously, don't do that. So, but yeah, it's just very, very exciting of my progress of where I have been and where I am now on my amazing health story. So be sure to tune in on Tuesday, because we're going to be going over a whole bunch of stuff of all the 2 years that I've been talking about my story of Cured by Cannabis. So I really would love to see you guys tune in live with me, ask me a bunch of questions, and yeah, just put the thumbs up and say that you're enjoying the show, because I really love that you guys come watch me and enjoy my journey of this part of my story now, of just telling my story and having my own show. I've always wanted to have my own show, and so now to have the Carmela Show is so exciting. So yeah, Love y'all so much. I know it was a short show today, but I've had kind of a long day. And so I'm just going to cut her short and keep it sweet. And I love y'all so much. And we'll see you next time. So see you Tuesday on December 3rd at 4:20. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye-bye.